Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gerard, Witch of Earth's Curious Goods, and today I thought I would do a video on coffee and witchcraft, putting it together. A lot of us drink coffee, some of us don't like coffee, but we run across it, and it's a lot easier to get your hands on coffee than a lot of other materials. So I figured, hey, let's make a video on how to do magic using coffee. So, if this sounds interesting to you, keep on watching. And without further ado, let's begin. So let's get started on why I would even think about coffee being something that you would want to utilize in your witchcraft. And when I'm done, you'll see why I like coffee so much. Not to mention that it's just delicious and great to wake you up with. But for centuries, coffee has been used in hoodoo, in magic, in witchcraft, and it is also related to the element of fire. Now, me personally, why I love coffee so much is it adds that speed to my magic, that oomph to my spells. So if it is something like a prosperity spell that I'm going to do, maybe it's a healing spell, maybe it's a binding spell, I'll throw a little bit of coffee in there, and that helps speed up my magic. So if you're finding that your spells are taking a little bit longer, maybe you're wanting this manifestation to come across a little bit quicker, try some coffee, whether it's coffee beans or liquid coffee. Now for me, I come across coffee grounds a lot more than coffee beans, just because that's how I drink my coffees, putting coffee grounds into my coffee maker and then running the water through it, right? Now, some ways that you can utilize the coffee, especially if, let's just say you're in the broom closet, right? You know, you're not quite out with your craft. Imagine just putting coffee into your cup and stirring, okay? You would stir clockwise if it is the type of magic to manifest, right? You want things to be brought to you. You want things to happen to you that day. So to start your day, I would recommend to actually stirring clockwise with like a metal spoon if you can. If you can't get your hands on like a metal spoon or metal utensil, try to use a wooden utensil. Try plastic, it does okay, it just doesn't really conduct energy very well, so I usually don't stir with a lot of plasticware. Plus plastic and heat usually don't go well together. So yeah. While you're stirring clockwise, that's for manifestation. See your spell working. See that you're starting your day great, right? Beauty, power, money, luck, opportunities, job. You're going to be stirring clockwise while thinking about that, right? Just staring into it. And nobody's going to know that you're doing that with your coffee because you're just stirring it, right? Somebody outside looking in, whether it's your parents, friends, coworkers, just the public view of you, they're not going to know what you're doing. Okay, now you're going to stir counterclockwise though. If it's something like you're banishing, you're taking away, maybe it is something that you're dreading in your day, right? You don't want your boss to, get on your nerves all day. Maybe it's that coworker that is just always on your nerves. You're going to stir clockwise and seeing that go away from you. So removing obstacles, stir that coffee clockwise, right? So, and these are just some of the ways that you can do it, especially if you're in the broom closet. I would highly recommend doing that, okay? Another way that I would recommend using your coffee is, especially if you drink your coffee black, if not, do black coffee and scrying, right? So once again, if you're in the broom closet, just stare into your coffee. Maybe it's just one of those days and you stare into how that coffee is dark, right? Stare into the surface of the coffee. What feelings are you getting? What images are coming through to you, right? Is there any messages that are now flowing through you to help you navigate your day, your week, your month, maybe even the year? So scrying is looking into the surface of that coffee water, seeing the black surface and how it's reflective, how it's reflecting back the images and messages that you're needing, okay? Another thing you might want to do is add moon water to your coffee maker, sun water to your coffee maker, holy water into the coffee maker. So that way when it hits the grounds, speeding up that energy, right? You're adding now, you're purifying, you're adding the sun energy, the moon energy into your coffee as you're drinking it, right? But when you drink that water, you need to take it to the next step. You're going to visualize, when you drink this water, I'm being energized. I am being cleansed of all negativity for my highest good. You're letting that all go away from you. Only good can enter into your world, into your life, into your path as you're drinking that coffee. Another thing, if you can get your hands on coffee beans, I would highly recommend to adding that to your altar. You can add it to protection spells as well. Coffee is known to absorb negativity. Just do me a favor though, if you are using it to absorb negativity or to contain negativity, you're going to get rid of those coffee beans. Okay, you're not going to want to drink that because it has now absorbed all the things that were meant for you that were not good, and so we want to get rid of it. The best way to do it is to bury it, give back to it. There's a lot of plants. I utilize coffee grounds into the garden. Because plants also love coffee grounds. It's good at protecting your plants as well from things like slugs or snails, adding coffee grounds to around your plants, okay? I'm not an expert on which plants the coffee grounds work with. Do your own research, Google it, look up that plant to make sure that coffee grounds are something that it does benefit for, because not all plants will like coffee grounds. But for my garden, when I do use coffee grounds in the actual soil, it does help. Like beans, I've noticed that I use it for. It helps the beans grow. So just some utilization, but do your own research, see what works for you. That's just one of the ways I use it. But that is also getting rid of that negativity from those coffee beans. You don't want to intake that or have it around your house for too long. So if I'm doing a protection spell and I'm using coffee beans and it's on my altar, right? It's now absorbed all of the negativity that was going to go towards me or surrounding me. So I want to remove that out of my house, out of my altar space. You don't want to keep that in your altar space because of course it's not going to benefit you. And one final thing I want to talk about when it comes to coffee is utilize the liquid of the coffee, right? What I would like to do is drop a little bit of it on my manifestation paper. So sometimes I'll dip the whole paper into the coffee water, let it dry, and then use that to write my manifestation, my petition on that. And it just adds that extra speed to my petition, to what I'm trying to manifest here on this plane. You'll find that coffee just speeds that around. And in my previous videos, you guys have seen where I always talk about how cinnamon helps, nutmeg helps with speed, and now you also have coffee. Well, I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up so other people can discover coffee and how it can help with their witchcraft. And of course, I'm always interested to see how that magic worked out for you, or comment down below if you use coffee in different ways. I always love to learn. And as always, stay earthy, stay magical, and love yourself and others. Bye for now.